I'm Casey.
I'm Savannah.
You might know us from Oh So Pretty The Diaries, our other blog. But we have started this new blog called Joyce Farms.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah, tell us about what Joyce Farms is to you.
Do you want me to talk about Joyce Farms, the name, or the blog?
Both of them.
Well, we'll just start with the blog. So we like to watch documentaries, okay? And we have just watched a lot, and you watch a documentary and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to stop doing this, or you just want to do something. Then you watch another documentary and you're like, oh crap, but I also need to do this. And then there's just like this overwhelming list of things that you need to do, and then you do nothing.
And then you do nothing.
So we decided to stop doing nothing and to come up with a couple things that we can start doing, and make a commitment to do it for a year, just to change some bigger things and then go from there.
So for a year, we have committed to trying to support American-made things. So not even just American-made, ethically made things. So the manufacturing standards in America are higher than, say, in China. So we do look for things made in America, but, made in Canada is fine, whatever. Just we will not purchase things made in China. And the company basically can't be the big evil empire. They just have to be an ethical company in general. So we don't want to support, Monsanto, for example. Watch Food Inc. If you don't know about Monsanto, Google them. They were voted the least ethical company in the world in like 2013 or something like that. They're bad. So anyway, we just want to buy our clothing, our food, any major purchase. We want to do our best to try to research the company or buy used. So that's the other thing is, we always have to buy brand new stuff and cheap stuff. And so we really would rather spend more money on better quality things and have less things. So that's sort of our commitment there for a year. Basically, we make our clothes, we buy it used, or buying it from some local guy that sells his own jeans or whatever.
Or like me solo. Like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like we have some friends that work with some people in Haiti that are making fine leather goods and jewelry and things like that. Super supportive of that. They're called Fate La Force. They're working on their blog and website coming up, but they're really awesome. There's another company called New Solo who they're based, I think it's Guatemala. Is that right? I think it's Guatemala.
Peru.
Is it Peru? Whatever. They support these people. They make really great shoes. Shoes like $160, but it's fine leather. It's really good product, and you can believe in
and
what
like
they're
the
doing.
people in wherever it is are making it, and they are earning a wage there, and
they're
it's
like
ethical, and it's good stuff.
Okay. It's good.
And it looks cool.
So that's that.
That is that.
What else? Basically, you really could make a difference with how you spend your money. If you do nothing else, we probably won't be able to, on our own, individually, get laws changed. We can. I'm not saying you can't do that and petition your local government and whatever and write your senators. I think that's great. But I think money is the most powerful thing that we can do. I don't want my money spent on big evil empires. So that's just that. We all work hard for our money, and I would like for it to go to businesses that treat their employees well.
So yeah, we started the blog to kind of document our year or whatever, and we'll just be putting up stuff, just like, I don't know, what are we gonna?
Well, yeah. So basically, it's really hard to do this. So it sounds all warm and fuzzy to try to eat food from local businesses and to buy clothes, from local people and do all those things. That sounds really great, and try to buy stuff that's not made in China. But that's hard, and sometimes you want a bag of Cheetos, let's be real. So we just want to give you guys the resources to know where to look and know what companies are good. We want to do a lot of that footwork for you so it's easier for you. So you can look for lists of, jeans that are made in an ethical way, food companies that you can support, um, in anything like that. Beauty products, things like that. Just be looking for that on the web, on our blog. That's what we want to make it easier for you to basically give back, and not support the bad guy, the man.
One of the things that we'll be doing is we gardened last year, and then we're going to garden again this year and do it better because last year was really interesting. But that's just a good way to know where your stuff is coming from, your food. You just grow it yourself. So we'll have a lot of gardening resources and our experiences and what not to do, because we have a long list of those things.
You should know where your stuff comes from. You should be able to trace the source of where your clothing comes from or your makeup comes from. You shouldn't have to wonder what's in your stuff. So if you make your own stuff, then you know where it came from. You know how it was made. And we also, as Christians, really think it's our responsibility to take care of the earth. So the other part of this is not only did these big evil corporations, are they just bad to their employees and they're sort of bad to the general population, but they really do things that are not helpful for the environment at all. So making things out of cheap plastic isn't really good for anybody. So that's another thing. We really think as Christians we should be leading the movement to take care of the earth. God made us dominion over the earth, and gave us dominion over the earth, and we should take care of that. We should take care of our animals and try to preserve the earth and just tread more lightly. We have in the last 100 years just ruined everything. So anyway, we want to do better at recycling. That's not something we're great at. We use reusable shopping bags instead of plastic bags.
Or don't use a bag at all.
Or don't use a bag at all if you forgot to bring it.
Forget them a lot. We have a lot of them, but also.
And people look at you like you're crazy when you tell them that you'll just carry an armful of goods out here because you don't want to use a plastic bag. But anyway, there are always little things that you can do. You don't have to make these big giant steps, but maybe the first thing you do is to try to not buy water, not to try to buy plastic water bottles and use reusable shopping bags. I think reusable shopping bags is probably one of the easiest things that you can do. Mm-hmm. Just get in the habit of, once you've loaded your groceries up in your house, to put the grocery bags on your doorknob so that you'll remember to take them and put them back in your car. And then just get in the habit and just, if you get into the grocery store, realize you don't have them, just run out to your car and get them. You can put a lot more groceries in those bags, and you can make a lot less trips to your car. It's way better. That's a really easy thing we can do.
But I guess this is our plan, but the whole point is really, making the best decision that you can, right? In that moment. Sometimes it's, you forget your lunch and you're going to be working for 12 hours and you have to buy food at the cafeteria or whatever. Right. And you just really, have to make the best decision you can.
And that's it. It's just to be thoughtful consumers. That's the biggest thing. If we could get anybody to do, is just to think about what you're buying. Sometimes you're in a situation and you need a blender. Good luck trying to find a blender made in America or not made in China. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions, but you just have to do the best that you can. And you can't save the world by yourself, but you are responsible for what is in front of you. So you just have to make the best decision that you can. And sometimes you crack and you eat the bag of Cheetos, and it's okay. You just have to.
We haven't done that yet.
We haven't cracked yet.
Wait, I said yet like that was going to happen. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
So we just want to encourage you to take any step in being a better consumer. We are also trying to consume less, get rid of a lot of stuff, and just give back more than we take in. So that's what this blog is about. If you're curious about the name, we have talked about having a commune with some friends for a while. That's sort of in the future, and people think commune and they think
Right.
hippies and sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And really, it's just, if I have a lawnmower, why should you have a lawnmower if you live right next door? We can share it. And so that's just one thing. But we just want to live on.
I feel like we need another video, basically, to tell you about the commune, because I feel like that scares people away. But it's not as scary as it sounds.
Yeah.
At all.
But we maybe could have it this morning.
We also are going to try to commute by bike more.
Yeah.
Probably not in this next few months because it's cold, but when it gets warmer.
So we both kind of live where it's a little impractical to bike all the time. I know there's some hardcore bike commuters that would say, you can do it, go for it. I go to work, I have to be at work at 6:30 in the morning, and then I am done at 7:30 sometimes. So I don't know if after 12 hours of work, I could really commit to biking once I'm done and biking that early in the morning. So, like maybe taking biking to the grocery store or biking to a friend's house, doing that. That's just something that I can do.
Grocery store is way closer than we both work the same distance away from the house, and it's just a little too far. We did it one time, but
it's intense.
It's very intense.
So anyway, everyone can do something. If there's anything, think about what you're buying, and you can make one small change that can make a big impact. Especially if you inspire others to do the same. So that's what this is about.
Yeah, so check back and see what we're doing. Even if you don't want to do it, just, see how it goes for somebody else.
Watch Food Inc. Start
Watch
there.
Watch Food Inc.
Watch Death by China. Watch Food Inc. We have a list currently on of some blogs or some documentaries that you should watch. It's always good to be informed. Yeah, Escape Fire. It's always good to be informed. Always. I know a lot of times I think Americans sort of want to turn a blind eye to how things are made, and sometimes you just rather not know, but it is better to know that your chicken from that fast food restaurant has like 1% chicken in it, and it's gross. Like, you should care. You should care about that. Anyway, so have fun. It is fun. It is good time.
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure.
Sometimes it's not fun, actually, so there's also that. But gardening is fun.
Gardening is fun. So. Having chickens is fun.
Yeah, we have chickens.
We'll talk about that.
On another video, another time.
We'll talk about just things that you can do at home. Anyway, cool. It's been real.
Yeah. Bye.